y'all, Marvin here from Blacktop Banter. Really quick, just wanted to talk about the 800 Pavement Network. As you can see, we have some lettering there, lettering on our other truck over there, lettering on this truck here. They all say 1-800-Blacktop. We've been using the 1-800-Blacktop number here for the last couple years. It's really been exceptional for us as far as making things click with our branding, and now that we're in another state, those area codes are together. It's worked out fantastically for us. The other thing is that 800 Pavement Network has other advantages. There's group discounts on a lot of the products and materials that we use within our industry. We're part of over 300 different, see that one? Over 300 different contractors that are now using these numbers all over the country. That's combined over $2 billion in gross profits. So if you've been thinking about it or you're curious about it and you're like, well, oh, should I or shouldn't I? DM me, message me, or reach out to 800 Pavement Network. You can find them online through their website. You can call 1-800-Pavement and you'll get them as well. They'd be happy to run you through kind of the advantages and everything else that we've been taking advantage of here at Wiscote and Dubuque Asphalt Maintenance, and how it can benefit you as well. Once again, if you're curious about it at all, you can always DM me. See that? 1-800-Blacktop. You can DM me or message me or email me through the podcast or Wiscote or wherever as well. I would love to talk to you about how it has helped us. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Blacktop Banter. You can see me over there. We are actually in the new office. We haven't got the studio quite set up. We still are a couple days away, but we did want to make sure we recorded this one in the new office because that's kind of a general theme of new, fresh, and we're going into the new year, new and fresh. And today I have a guest who's a repeat guest. Thankfully, he's a repeat guest. We're still plugging along, and that's Morgan Wilson. Morgan, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hey, Marvin. Yeah, thanks for having me back, man. Everyone, I'm Morgan Wilson, somewhat new. I guess it's been a year now as the show director at NPE.
Yeah, I mean, we got to meet and kick off a little bit last year, and then got to see each other again throughout the year a little bit there, and we're excited, man. We've got a lot to cover and a lot on the agenda this year as we are looking to make Charlotte a smash. Let's talk about NPE 2023 a little bit. Give us some details on where it's at, the dates, and that type of stuff.
Yeah, so back in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're going to be on the 25th to the 27th. I just double check that, make sure I'm right. It's been such a crazy year. I'm like, all right, got to double check that. But 25th to the 27th. And yeah, we're really excited. We've got some new initiatives this year, got a huge conference lineup. Really excited to be back.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the Charlotte Convention Center once again. Beautiful venue. I like that the hotels and stuff are real close. You don't got to go too far to get to where you're trying to go, and it just is nice and encompassing. And some of the stuff this year, like with what's new, one of them is the big party right this year at NASCAR. We want to touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, really looking forward to hosting this big welcome party. It's going to be at the NASCAR Hall of Fame, directly connected to the convention center, so it'll be really convenient. We'll basically wrap up the expo portion of the day it's going to be Thursday, and then you can go directly over to the NASCAR Hall of Fame. It's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m. So open to everyone. It's a free event. Definitely don't miss it. Get out there and do some networking, have a bite and have a drink, and enjoy our show.
Yeah, I've been there, man. I like that aspect of it, that it's connected to the convention center. Like I said, if you can stay right there next to it, almost everything you need is right there, all in one spot. And I've been to that venue for the party. It's fantastic. The entryway walking in takes you down memory lane with NASCAR and everything that it has to offer there in Charlotte as well. And of course, that's where everybody's going to be Thursday night, man. I'm excited, dude. We're going to see a lot of our old friends there.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. We actually rented out the whole facility, so it'll be open. All the activations. I went and checked it out myself actually after the show last year, and yeah, I enjoyed it too. And I didn't get a chance to do the little simulator.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure we had that open to our audience. So definitely go check that out. It looks like a fun little simulation. Go jump in a car and play around.
Dude, I can't wait. It's on. We're gonna get 8 of our best friends, and we're all gonna jump in there. We're gonna make it happen. See who comes
Let's
out
do
on
it.
top. I'm down for that. Let's talk a little bit about what people can expect this year, right? I mean, over the years, right? We've always kind of discussed how can we freshen this up, how can we make this new every year, and I'm really excited. Some of my good friends are speaking this year. We have a lot of new speakers, right? So let's touch on that a little bit and talk about the classes and those types of things.
Yeah, we really, doubled down on our efforts to just bring the latest and greatest educational lineup we can. So, if you're not aware, we have an educational advisory board. There's a great group of us, and we all get together. We got to get together earlier this year and went through all the new topics that we want to introduce, and we ended up coming up with a total of 30 new session topics
Yeah.
and bringing in 15 new speakers. So we're thrilled to be able to do that. Some of the new topics are just going to cover, some of our traditional categories, but then also kind of tapping into some of the underdeveloped ones. I'm sure you're
Yeah.
aware we have some snow removal type companies, some concrete companies. So we're targeting, making or developing some sessions based on those categories specifically, and then
Yeah.
of course all of the pain points that we're all having with supply chain, hiring new talent,
Yeah.
uh, etc.
Dude, I'm excited for this aspect of it. So around 30 new sessions, right? And 15 new
Yeah.
speakers, one of which is a good friend of mine, Jacob Buck. I thought it was very cool for the advisory board to kind of take some of these younger guys on that are killing it in the social media marketing and branding side of it, because that's like we can't do any of this if we don't have successful asphalt companies and asphalt maintenance companies. And for the advisory board to be aware of that and be like, okay, these are the guys that's killing it. We see them on Instagram, we see them on social. These are the guys we want to tell these guys about this stuff is really a big leap. And I think the right direction. I think the community thinks the right direction as well. But it kind of goes with a new theme this year, right? Like this is what we do. We work hard, we seal, and we pave hard. Why not play hard? Right. I mean, this is our playground.
Yeah, no, I mean, exactly. You hit it on the head. We want to work hard and also have some fun doing it. So that's the theme this year. That's the hashtag. If you take pictures, everyone tag Pave Hard, Play Hard. That's the hashtag. That's the theme this year. And yeah, we're really excited to introduce some new activations, is what us trade show people call them. And so we are bringing in an adult big wheels. We're doing basketball. We're doing a cornhole toss. So really bringing some fun stuff to the show floor, and want again, everyone to have that full experience. And that's I kind of think where trade shows are going and evolving to is, it's not just 100% all about the business. We also want you to go have an experience while you're networking and meeting new people and have a little fun doing it.
I think I'm gonna be at the cornhole station, and I'll be waiting for Tom Esso to show up, and him and I are throwing down on a game. Winner buys the other one drinks, like we're doing it. And hopefully it's on Thursday because I'll buy the drinks when they're free at the party. But if not, I'm gonna put them on Tom. He's gonna take me somewhere nice, and we're gonna buy some drinks there, that type of stuff.
There you
So
go.
one thing that kind of leads into is the collaborative efforts that we are seeing now on a large scale, right? Not only between contractors and some of the social media entities and that type of stuff, as well as they're collaborating, but also NPE itself, right? The conference itself. I mean, they're collaborating with Blacktop Banter this year. We're talking about also some of the larger contractors in the industry and that type of stuff. I
Yeah,
mean, that's the main theme, man. Like the
it is.
networking aspect of it is taking over, and it's making the experience so good.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And, that's something we kind of looked at as me being kind of a new resource for the show, and developing our team a little bit and having a new dedicated salesperson that he's focused on the show year round. And that's what we looked at. Obviously we came from Pavement Maintenance in the magazine, and we've been directly tied to them. But yeah, I think it was a good time for us to start, building new partnerships. And of course, we're still working with Pavement Maintenance magazine, and they're doing the awards this year, and we love partnering with them. But we do want to kind of diversify a little bit more and push into some other areas. And so we actually started working with Roads and Bridges this year, another media group.
Yep.
Asphalt Pro, we're partnering up with them this year.
Yep.
Women Asphalt. So we've developed some great new partnerships, and I think it's really going to help the show this year, or I'm sorry, next year.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. I always do that same thing. Like, hey, you coming this year? And they're like, yeah, you mean next year. But
Yeah.
one of the big partnerships I'm excited about is this one. Like, we're going to be doing the podcast live from the stage, right? At a certain point here. We'll get that scheduling part put out and placed out there. But I'm excited about that aspect of it, man. I'm excited about working with Asphalt Pro and working with some of the other, brands that are there, some of the vendors that are there as well. Seeing everybody collaborate together to try to bring the most that their organization can bring to the show, and then the show being open to that in a lot larger way as well going forward, is huge, man. And I think that that's what's developed such a good response this year of, dude, we want to be there. Like, we want to be there. We want to see you. We want to see the stuff. We want to see the event. We want to be part of it. It's an exciting, it's always an exciting time of the year for anybody in this industry, but it's exciting when we talk about some of these new, what did you call them? What were they called?
Just partnerships in general, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new, no, it was a term, an actual term. Shoot, what did you say it was? It wasn't like an event or an evolution or whatever the cornhole game and the basketball
Oh, the
game.
activations.
Yeah, the activations.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to see how everybody interacts with the activations, because to me that's always been a big point of, yeah, we walk to the floor and then now what? Like, we talk with everybody. Now what? Like, I want to be able to throw down on a game. Like, if somebody's
Yeah.
over there, like, I want to be able to make some stuff happen. And I don't mind. I have somewhat of an ego. I want some bragging rights too when I leave there. Like, yeah, Tom Esso might kill it in the iPad and technology game and paving side, but I racked him up at cornhole. Like,
Yeah, throw a mean cornhole toss.
that's right. I'm gonna bring it
Awesome.
back to Wisconsin. That's right. I'm gonna bring that title back to
I
Wisconsin.
love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean that's the goal, right? Is keep people on the show floor too. And if we can do that, we can hold a captive audience. It's going to be better for everyone. So we
Yeah.
don't want them to get bored and walk away and maybe go grab lunch and not come back. But if we can keep people around and they can have a little fun in between doing some business and relax, I think it'll keep everyone on the show floor and keep everyone engaged for the whole event.
Yeah, I'm excited about that aspect of it. I'm excited that there's a lot of new stuff. There's new activations now that I know the word. I'm going to use it a lot more, and stuff for people to take pictures of and share right along the way and put hashtag Pave Hard, Play Hard. Like, I'm very excited about that aspect of it and the interaction of it for
Yeah.
me and for us in the community. A lot of what happens at NPE lives on through the year for us. And we're going to be able to look back at some of these events and some of these pivotal moments when the networking and different things happen over some of these activations and some of these parties and some of these times and some of these events. I'm very, very excited for that. One thing that I've always enjoyed about Pavement Expo is that they're active on social media and they're active online. A lot of that, I think, is key, especially because it's not, you don't see a huge influx, right, and change during this time of year. You see a little more, but they're active all year round, and I really enjoy that about Pavement Expo's social media. Where can the people find the information website wise? And then I believe it's at Pavement Expo on Instagram, but you can also find Pavement Expo on Facebook and stuff, right? But what's the website?
Yeah, the website's going to be nationalpavementexpo.com.
Yeah, and you can register there too, correct?
Yep, exactly. Register to attend, register to exhibit, everything. It's all on that same page.
Cool. Yeah, and I think there's a rundown there of what people can expect, right? The schedule and those types of
Yeah,
things
we'll have
we have
exactly.
going
We'll
on.
have you can check like the schedule at a glance to just kind of get an overview, and then you can do the in-depth schedule to see exactly when the sessions are, and you can sign up for sessions a la
Cool.
carte, individually,
I like
or
it.
go big and get the full conference and get the most out of it. And talking about the schedule a little bit, we really try and schedule our conference in kind of with the expo, and so that there's no way for us to have just expo and conference at separate times, but we do our best to make have the conference start earlier in the morning and the expo starts a little bit later, so you really can do both.
Yeah.
You can find all the details there.
Yeah, I like that. You can plan your trip around it a little bit, right? And where you want to be and what you want to do. Depending on what you do on some of those nights, sometimes you decide what you are going to skip that morning if the parties go on too long or stuff goes on too crazy. But we've always done a good job of that. One thing that I'm looking forward to, Morgan, I think I look at it with anticipation. Sometimes I wonder how you look at it as well. The Charlotte Convention Center, when you look up on preview night, right, and stuff, they have that glass window that's all along there. And
Yep.
last year it was stacked with people. I mean, like stacked. And I was like, we were doing a t-shirt giveaway at one of the booths, and I was like, holy cow, there's about to be an onslaught, and I'm so excited for it. I wonder about that as well. I'm looking forward to that. Do you look forward to that big push?
Yeah, no, I do love that aspect of the Charlotte Convention Center as well, that you really get to see the entire show floor from the top and see exactly what's going on. And same thing, we have our sales office, and they have a suite that overlooks the show floor, and it's awesome to see all the fun and activity and
Yeah.
engagement going on down there. It's a really cool thing.
Yeah, we worked hard all summer. All these contractors worked hard all summer, and we're working up to this point. A lot of them are doing snow removal. This is their break. This is their vacation. This is when they get to see their friends again and get to bounce ideas and work on the areas of their life that may be, like you were saying earlier, some of the stressors, right? They get to work on that, and they get to have some relief and feel like, all right, I'm not alone in this thing. So we're excited, man. We're excited to bring everybody back
Exactly.
this year.
Yeah, likewise. We're all in it together, and as one of our biggest focuses at MPE is helping our customers, our audience grow, right? We want to see
Right.
you get to that next level. And that's why we, again, put so much into our conference and our education and bringing the right exhibitors to the show floor.
Yeah. I think I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm super. I say that every year though, because I'm so dang excited. But just seeing what's all in the works and what's on tab, what's on the agenda, and what all the activations on the floor and outside of the floor now are going on. I'm so excited, man. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
no, I
great.
am too.
We're a
I mean,
month away.
like you said, we say it every year. We're so excited, but really this year it's going to be a blast. I mean, as you can tell, we put a lot into it this whole year, and I can't believe it's already here, coming up here in 5 weeks, and it'll probably be only a few weeks once this goes out. And but yeah, obviously from just the conference lineup to, like you said, the activations and the welcome party, we're investing a lot, and I think it's going to show. So don't miss
Yeah.
it.
No, I don't want anyone to miss it. I want to see everybody. Like anybody who we've ever come in contact with, which is a lot of followers now and a lot of DMs. I want to see everybody, man. That's the pleasure of what we do here at Blacktop Banter is going to NPE, taking part and seeing everybody there. We want to see you guys there. So we're excited to have fun this year at NPE, January 25th through the 27th, Charlotte Convention Center, Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to be hanging out at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. We're going to be hanging out on the floor after everywhere. So we're very excited. It's going to be fun. But now I want to do a little bit more fun so that we get to know Morgan Wilson a little bit. So this is Pod Deck. Wait, that was upside down. Hold on. There we go. Pod Deck. And I'm going to draw one out of here. It could be serious, could be fun. You never know. We're going to find out. And we're going to find out
Uh-oh.
a little bit more about Morgan Wilson.
I'm nervous.
Take a peek in. All right, I'm cutting the deck. I don't want anyone to think I'm cheating or anything like this. Oh, dang. This is probably a good one for you, Morgan. And maybe this has a place. All right.
Mhm.
If you could teach a class on one thing, what would you teach?
Oh, wow. Ooh.
I know. What do you
Oh,
know? What do you think you know the most about that you wish people knew more about?
that is tough. That is tough. I'm gonna go random outside of like my actual career here,
All
and
right, I like it.
all right.
Okay.
So for some of maybe you know, and probably most of you don't, but we ended up. I've been always a car guy. I've been in a car since I got my driver's license, and it started in just I always kind of was drawn to off road. We've got a lot of off road in
Really?
California.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know
and
that.
so I built an off road truck when I was younger. When I was probably about 20, we built a full off road race truck, and I raced it for a year or so.
Wow.
Didn't live too long because I it was very expensive and I was young, and so we ended up selling it. But I've always been into cars, and this last over last couple years, yeah, about 2 years ago, coming into the pandemic, we decided we wanted to try out little van life, and so I ended up picking up a Sprinter van about 2 years ago. It's kind of right during COVID, so it was good timing. I was able to dedicate some late nights and a lot of weekends to building it out, and it took about 6 months or so. But I fully built out a Sprinter van. Didn't do everything full custom myself, but I brought all the components and did all of the actual labor and installation
Wow.
and wiring and all that. So I would say I'm pretty knowledgeable. I like to think at least I'm pretty knowledgeable about that, about how to
Wow.
build a van and kind of do it on your own. So I would say maybe I could teach a class on something like that, and like intro to how to start the process of building your own van, because there was a ton that I YouTubed and I learned
Yeah.
on, learned about. But yeah,
Wow. I would
yeah,
take that. I would take that class. I bought my first one. So we haven't built it
okay,
out yet, but we have it. What started it is I went to Ohio to cover the Ohio downhill skate with the street luge guys and the downhill skate guys.
oh, cool,
And I stayed in a hotel and I felt like the loser because like everybody rolled up in these bad custom built vans, pulled their street luges and their skateboards out, had drawers underneath with like all their blankets and all their clothes and all their hardware, and then had the
yeah,
bed right there with string lights all around. I was like, bro, this is what you need to be doing. So we bought a Ford, or no, not Ford, a Chevy Astro van. And
okay.
I bought it from an old electrical guy. We tore all the electrical everything out of there, and then it still has a little bit of lights hooked up. But we're just getting ready to build it this winter. I'm hoping to devote some late nights and a little bit of extra energy. But I know nothing. Like,
Awesome.
we got in there. I had my little guy Eli in there, and he's like, "Where do we go to the bathroom?" I'm like, we're men. Like, what are you talking about? We're
Yeah,
men.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
anywhere but in here. Anywhere but in here would be great.
Exactly, exactly.
Cool.
Well, if you need some tips, like I said, I'm happy to help. I'm pretty passionate about it. I had a blast doing it. It was a lot of fun. So,
Cool. I
yeah,
might have
man.
to pick your brain on that. I'd like to have it in shape and drive it down at some
Yeah,
point to Charlotte. That'd be pretty cool too.
yeah,
All
it'll be a
righty, my
blast.
friend. Well, we really, really appreciate your efforts and everything you do for our industry to keep bringing this to us and to keep adapting and keep it changing and fresh and including us, right? I mean, that's been our biggest thing over the last 5 or 6 years of what I've been doing social media side and what our community is starting to do social media side is that we've always wanted to feel like we've had a voice and be included, and here we are, right? We're tied in and interweaved, and we really, really appreciate that, Morgan.
Well, you guys help us, maintain the position that we have as, a great foundation for our industry to grow and succeed. And, couldn't be there without partnerships like yourself. And so we really appreciate all the support, man. I can't wait to see you out there. And like you said, I'm looking forward to seeing everything. We get so busy on the show floor, so I'm excited to just see all the footage on social,
Yeah.
at the event, and then after it, just like kind of continue to live it on throughout the next show.
I always feel like when I see Morgan Wilson before the show, he's getting primed, and I can kind of sense a little bit of like, oh crap. And then during it, I think Morgan holds his breath for 3 days. And then after, I can't imagine. You just must just be like, whoo.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So it's gonna be good. I'm excited, my friend.
It is. Yeah, I think that big breath, I think that takes place on the last day. So if you see me at the beginning from Tuesday to Thursday, I might be a little more relaxed.
That's right. I'll see you unbutton your shirt a little bit and loosen the tie a little bit and hang out a little
Exactly.
bit. Cool. Well, for myself and for Morgan Wilson, this has been Blacktop Banter episode 90. We're looking forward to seeing you all in Charlotte at the end of this month. And it's going to be a fantastic time. Thanks again, Morgan.
Thanks, Marvin. Take care.